Hello there guys and beginners of Skyrim, or even if you're not a beginner and you're just someone who hasn't played it in a while and you're thinking, I can't really remember this as it's 10 years old, which is crazy enough as it is. This is just 5 very simple, very small tips that I can give you that I always do during my playthroughs. And to start with that, the first one I want to give is just fight, fight and fight again. Yes, I know that's like, what? Of course you're going to fight in Skyrim, but yes, of course you are, and whilst you do fight, make sure you do a combination of light and heavy attacks. Let the enemy hit you a few times, and also don't forget to block, and I'll tell you for why now. And that is because the more you level up in your fighting skills, the more you level up anyway, and obviously the higher the level your skill gets for light armor, heavy armor, block, and then obviously hacking and slashing, the more that you can just add new skills to your arsenal. So fighting as much as possible is a good one. The next one on the list is reading. Skyrim has absolutely mountains of books, of lore, stories, and all types of indexes that I'm talking full stories here. You can actually collect all this stuff, and when you eventually get to build your house, which is a video for another day, you can just store all these in them and read them to your heart's content if you want. But the reason why I want you to read every single book you find is because not only does it offer you progression in stealth or light armor, heavy armor, pretty much anything, but also it can reveal locations on your map to treasure or to something else that you need to discover. So reading books in Skyrim is a very, very good idea. Of course you will come across the same book a couple of times, but don't let that worry you. Just keep reading them books. On your adventures you will be tempted to loot the crap out of every body, barrel, chest, everything you want. However, I advise you do not loot everything you see, because when you come to a shop like here to sell some stuff, you only want to sell the stuff that is incredibly valuable. So I'm talking jewels, maybe some bits of armor that are worth a lot of money. Collect all of that, because you can very easily become over encumbered, and that just puts a dampener on your day, because then you've got to just toss a coin and decide which shit you want to get rid of and what you want to keep. And you don't want to do that. You want to keep the good stuff. Of course, you can also gain things like dragon bones from dragons, which can be used to craft dragon armor and weapons later on down the line, but only really loot the stuff that's going to be worth a lot of money. And some things like lockpicks, you want to just loot every single one of those, because they will come in handy and they don't weigh hardly anything. But animal pelts and all that kind of stuff you can use within crafting. Again, that's another video for another time. Right now it's just after you've just started the game and you want to get yourself some gold. And on that note, the reason why is because you want to get yourself 1,000 gold coins to save up for a horse. You want to come here, which is just outside of Whiterun, to this guy just sat there doing absolutely sod all as per usual, and buy yourself a horse, because horse is life in Skyrim, and unfortunately it's just like Red Dead. If you run this horse off of a cliff, or if a dragon munches him down like a Twix, he is gone forever, and you have to buy another one. And you don't want to do that, especially as I call mine Dave. I call every single horse or animal or pet I have in anything Dave for some reason, don't know why. But the horse is one of my first go-tos after I just scrounge up enough money, because, well, he can just carry you from point A to point B, and pretty quickly at that. And the final tip I want to have for this video, and is also a very good way to earn XP and gold, is you can collect bounties from the innkeepers and the tavern keepers. Just initiate conversation with them, take the bounty, go into your items list, look under books, find the bounties, open them up, and it will give you the location, and then you can just traverse your way all the way to collect that bounty, then return. Job is a good one. It's also pretty cool. You can be a bounty hunter on the side, but it doesn't stop there with Skyrim. There's so much you can do. Of course, there's just the dragon hunting, there's the main story, there's the Thieves Guild, there's the Mages Guild, there's the Warriors Guild, there's the Dark Brotherhood, there's the Dawn Guard, which are vampire hunters, there's the Companions, which are the werewolves. I will make more Skyrim videos, just making all this a little bit more simpler so you can see where to find them. But Skyrim is a game that you can potentially pour thousands of hours into, and I wanted to start making these tips videos. One, because I love Skyrim and obviously recently played through it on my channel for the 10-year anniversary, but just because to this day, a decade later, is still one of the most in-depth, content-packed games that you can ever play in terms of Western RPG. So thank you all very much for watching the video. Please like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Please let me know down in the comments if there's anything you'd like to know, or if you have any tips yourself you'd like to share to more beginners that may be reading. But thank you guys very much, and until next time.